My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. Osia dem yopo.
Alisa akasa ore ensembi atudwa efa Kibi Technical Institute ya or caution the national security ene afenso no Ghana as a whole se omoma omani enkoho na ade a ekoso ewo ho no se yama yani anko ho a ebia na ankowie senia yesipe no afenso no osanka ensembi efa Ghana yen security as a whole na mempesa mekasa bewa no mempesa obeka me ho eyatie ensema Alisa ekai
Mugabe ninsem teo na me pana menka Kibi Technical Institute say head of community development Etiemia and a close for Etiemia and a minister for local government.
They write Kibi but say
Chebi, okay. Omu Etiemia, minister for local government, minister of education Etiemia.
To bigger so him.
So omu ankohwa ntokwa ebesi wo sa Kibi Technical Institute no ebesi so gakopedie no. I have sent my report to the national security yesterday and this morning. I've still not got response. Principal and say I informed me don't buy no soon time or the principal. He does not have the requisite qualifications. He can slide my near him from the go and see how he's running the school down. But the man be see I know the national security will have to go there by tomorrow morning and go and see the state of the school. And so we stores and Diane free stores by maggots. I say Diane one from Manqualano. Over 1,300 technical school at the community development level. Mugabe, do you know what we can do with the potential of the school? And there are people able and willing to manage the school better than it's doing. Or no more MPP polling agent during the election. Your principal, this is here. I don't want to glorify his name. No, a polling agent, my MPP. It was MPP near Infumi. So he's running the school like it's private property.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, I have information. I was trying to send it to you this morning. I have a lot of information. I've been to Chebi, or you don't know. I've been to Chebi Mugabe to see the school. So please, me pesa be kasa be brain. Nyoma
be akoda national security.
Be dia ma
mo. Osman so dey obey adwuma.
So who Chevi dia mesre so say the national security should look at sa tax force na omo atina omo dey ha timber merchants e wo kwan mu ho. Because say ye tax aye ma oman ye say ye ko Chevi. And I think say the earlier they close that post not down the better because so we be akotwa ni dua so different here was makwa tax force in the name of tax force. That thing must be put to
the national security 40.
They should go to and make sure that
nature masem so menwa
omo handcuff for
the observations be because of affirmative action aba ye memo ye 30% for women and whatever it is, me a very critical observation, and I want to speak about it.
Let's go to the top.
Yes, the security agencies. Yesterday, the top brass hierarchy na ye member. Ushe so do na tra 60, be a 63, be a 62. Omo tra retirement age, omo nyina our contract. Mr. Mampeni, you should use this opportunity to appoint women who are in line, competent, ready, capable of managing those services. One of them is the Ghana Prisons Service. The Controller General, our own friend Isaac Ejiri, is on contract. 3 years, I will do this year. JM can replace Isaac Ejiri with Madame Patience Bafubuni. She's a senior most woman there. Yes. Yes. She's there. She's there at prison. She's a lawyer. She has acquired the experience of the service, or a man so abadaye. When she be given the chance, she'll be able to help with the reformation of the Ghana prisons. It's a do so.
Potential.
Yes, yeah, ma. If you want to bring the women in front, I've given you one lead at the prison service. Then come to the Ghana National Fire and Rescue Service too. You have the woman there, Madame Mausi Sapon. Yes, look, go and check her records. You Google and find her name and check the records. Yes, she was the first regional commander, a woman to be made regional commander, and she went to the Volta region. And her handiworks are there. By the time she got there, there were only 10 fire stations. By the time she was leaving, 20 fire stations. This is a woman
in the Volta region.
Yes, in the Volta region, who is now head of safety, director of safety, and has been able to raise the IGF in such a way that Ministry of Finance is here. Omoma fire service for retention they give them rotate because they are able to double their revenue.
He's the second in command.
Yes, second in command. It is radio.
The other also
call 63. Yeah, Papa Nukuno or call. Yes,
immigration. No,
it should take.
On the time, no, I was some few months to go.
Oh yes, but say contract September 15th no beko. By now make us starting in leave them say April. It means they shouldn't bypass the women at prisons and at the National Ghana Fire Service because it is clear.
Immigration is about.
There be say no the money they na immigration so. A money they are competent. And yes, some way market I say 30%. No, they are yes.
I like the way.
Yes, from 1992 over 30 years experience working either at the prisons
under the Fourth Republic.
Under the Fourth Republic, almost some and I buy we buy no. They suppress them, but because we are disciplined and committed to Ghana, they suppress them. Who they do? To make a case of NDC for you say, "Ne, mami call our prisons no, Oko Sudan." Oba na ekeso second in command. Ne din the Obama be shen because they say on free party never power no. Why all these things? Mr. JM, this is the time to do the 30%. Now next time near Beba TV so now mass service commanders, fire service there to her. Prisons there to now immigration so say no okay. But there's somebody who we can mention here who should replace him.
Malik Basantale.
Yes, Samuel Basantale. I've made investigations about him. I think he's a regional commander for one of the regions now, Boni region also. And also he has the experience of the service. And now listen, this is what worries me. The policy, the border security policy of the NDC is different from that of the border security policy of the MPP. MPP, they don't take the Sahelian countries into consideration. Once a day, Mama will be or dealing with them. So if you don't change your immigration head, you need to change your immigration head to reflect your policy of being in line with the Sahelian countries. So it must reflect your policy, and immigration must lead that charge. And so for the Upper East, and it will be the first time you get somebody coming from the Upper East region who will come and head the immigration service. When they move to just let me
Greg is out.
For PNA.
Yes, Gregory Afoko is out.
I think no more signed
bill. He signed.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay.
That's the breaking news.
No, I mean, who say no, me buy. Me buy be come wasem. Na yen to be satisfied man on the cabinet. Then no be the be say cabinet nipa two. Look, with time we know what to do with our cabinet. It should keep quiet.
No cabinet no more do say.
Oh, jam. We don't be castle.
Na your mama na ebu ni mai. NDC ni awe na mo de na papa nka Ghana for apa mo. I don't understand him.
But you see immigration in Congo.
Very annoying.
Okona.
Hey, any dynamic top floor ho see shake you na akasa ibedi ako e say je mi no HR no ono je why ye wo ho no mu ja no ho a it's like living the it's just like living a strategy.
They make your point, don't
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't mention names, but his character is super or dead. So many years now, Jan or 8 years, almost suppressing for 4 years, you be two. You be transfer if you make a mistake. You transfer you into top floor. Call a coffee baby and I pay sending me a between once a month. It's Mugabe. Young baby will have the opportunity, like I said, to make the women also becoming as service commanders is reflecting.
So we are in power, but yes, I Mugabe,
can
you transfer someone who school or Gimpa? Eh?
Mugabe, who person the boss service?
No, listen, no.
No, man, boss service.
Young co, near transfer any free ha, and in a different region. No, I punishment, and I say,
yeah, you see, there is something that we call vindictiveness. Nipano, I didn't know you're illegal. You and I know, say, police no are governed by law. Now, one person cannot unilaterally take a decision when there is a POMAP. One person cannot take a transfer decision or a promotional decision. So you see, that is why I don't want to be very emphatic on how things should be conducted. Yeah. However, I know, say, rule of law is what governs all of us. If wrongs are wrong, let's call a spade a spade. I believe, sir, I have been spoken to, and I believe, sir, time is just the mightiest judge.
Yeah.
With time
will tell a story.
Let us all keep
hoping,
sir.
After a while.
Once we have John Mahama,
yeah,
time will tell.
Because
there are so many wrongs. See, there are so many wrongs. From day one.
Yes. But I was started fasting. Then you issue a statement say you are transferred with immediate effect.
Yes.
There was an incident.
There was an incident. Just because no Alex Mensa Jumano, the vindictiveness came about the moment our warrior she was transferred. I mean, how could a human being be very mean to this?
Because they are women, that's why. Let them see the
Opa for Obia or any time for a DPCCA or transfer. Just that. It's not important. We are even giving some.
But so when I make a case, for the women, it's not that I'm minding a million case. What say? Tell my Professor Nana Jim Bayer running mate. People thought because she was just a woman, and that is why we want to bring the woman. Yes, she had the qualification, she had the experience. She was solution
in this country.
She was solution oriented. She was focused on the work. You understand? When she was made vice chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, the difference she made. So I was telling people that despite the fact that you're bar and complimentary tickets, she has the competence to do the work. And like today, I'm clamoring for the Ghana National Fire Service and the Ghana Prison Service to give the women the opportunity. If you go to the fire service, you have Madame Mausi Sapong. Then you go to the Ghana Prison Service, you have lawyer Patience Bafo Boni. They are ripe and ready, capable to stand in. Next time on television, I want to see women service commanders also on TV, so that 30% in the employer. But then practically, because they have served the nation, they have bid their time, they have been humble up until this day. And I pray say JM and yeah, before so a chopper, JM yes, slow, yeah, mammy, now, I state of the nation. Wow, look at the man. Hey, that go for right man. My Lucas and you. I think I'm saying, my man, because in some man can be back cow jail. I can make you Nanka, Sisana, deputy CEO of the baby, and can make us say you. Nanka will say deputy CEO of the airwaves this time with salary.
Alisa Etwa Nesemsono also reacted to the State of the Nation address delivered by President John Dramani Mahama. Na say and organizer.
Look at how he spoke. Mugabe, paper no kita no. Yes, he kita teleprompter. Na teleprompter America such I can't you forget. He was straight to the point. He wrote the speech, so he came to deliver it 600% ahead of time. And the convictions in the statement, which are there here. You have certain convictions you write down. He emphasized those convictions. How he was even able to reach those peaks and emphasize them. That me, I'm not a person to lament. I'm here to fix Ghana's economic problem. He was emphatic about what he said. He was confident. Mitifiena Maybom himself said, look at the man. Oh, he has been president before. Or died no sorry, no man, no experience. Or we need elections. Considing when he was working, went into a position for 8 years. He didn't just go and sit down. He sat in this country, waited his turn, saw all the loopholes. So yesterday, coming back, it was not his first time. It was the first time of the second coming of John the Drama. Dramani Mahama. The drama never ceases to come. Oh, they be where they are for the do. Now, Fugu no say any deal the same. Fugu no the bar on a deal the same. Maybe
I'm in a pancasa.
They be where they are. Charlie, what the ninth look at how he took his strides to the podium, and look at how he kept his temerity when the opposition was struggling to find fault with what he had come to say. Now, so about the Kasa Ama, the real hope of But Amuna Wananka, Obi to be at Parliament. Send a bit to me scheming here, or Beko ECG, Wako scheming, Wako Ghana Water Company, Wako scheming, Wabajia, no Abeskini, or we are no Asabi, where DB, no Johnny, or Fanny, you know, Johnny or so, Larry. Hospitals were high, bet to me a channel. Hospitals, Papa, or Numa UGMC, and Waha, Ridge, Waha, bet to be a channel, or course, we are crying, but in the name of the all Baba and the no one. I'm coming to steal from these people. When I finish, I will run away and go and hide under the guise that I'm sick. I will come back again. Mugabe, but me come back was in Binchilobi. At the dawn of 16th June, when the May 15th abortive coup and then the subsequent 4th June coup rang on this country. 79 soldiers who had been retired and were at home. Somebody like Emmanuel Kwesili Tuka. He was far away in his home village in Lepe Mate when he heard his name on radio. against the resistance from his family. He could just have slipped into Togo. Okita Benz, 3-door. He just could have slipped into Togo and run away. He decided to come to Accra to answer his accusers. The same thing, Kutu Achampon. I salute you wherever you are. He left his own village in Trabom amidst jubilation. Yes, Ashanti region. His name had been mentioned in Accra. He came to face his accusers. He was shot by firing squad. He was not afraid. For all Achampon did, he shouldn't have been shot by this nation. For all Kutu Achampon, all the sacrifices he did on the front, from education, yes, from sports, everything Achampon did, from housing. We were sleeping outside. We didn't have anywhere to sleep. Achampon managed to give us Dansoman. Patase, we talk about Kwada Sutepa, Bokom, Trabom, Fidium. That's Ashanti. Come to Accra, Teshinungwa. Who did it? Achampon Sana Tradeale. When we get to 13th January every year, we must find a way to salute him. And look, we have to be careful. Operation Feed Yourself. And feed your industries. My father was in the thick of affairs at the time. Even upon all the good things he did, we got boxing champions in this country. He sent the national teams. We were suffering at the time. He sent them away to Brazil. 60 players, then another 60 players to pick the best 22 for the National African Cup of Nations in 1978. And then Anipa Beyebium. I'm saying Atojiti Polifeli. He was far away to me on the border when he heard his name on radio. He could have run away. He was not part of the coup of 1979. He was in his village in Krobo, sitting somewhere when he heard his name on radio. Soldier as he is. Krobo. That's the Mampo, yes, in Ashanti. Yes. He built it himself, his own township. He left there and drove to Accra to face his accusers. He was shot on 26 June 1979. And then more power. You people, leaders of the People's Movement for Freedom and Justice, the likes of Nana Addo Dankwa, Akufo-Addo and co. You have come to power. You criticize Achampon. You even ran to Nana Asante with Poku Transport in London to talk about Achampon, do press conference and say bad things of him. Today, the kind of things you said of Achampon, I'm begging GBC, they should play those tapes. Let Nana Addo hear himself and see whether he will not go and hang himself. Yeah, bro, can you forget me see where Johnny? The earlier you people freeze his assets and catch his wife and arrest his people, do it. When Johnny Young come, December, the guy is a Soviet character. He wore a woman's outfit to come and deceive you people in his Occupy Ghana demonstration and pretended to you that he had all the solutions to Ghana's economy. But me, I knew they are giving him money and about time. He didn't come and account for it. How do you hand over the economy to him? An investment banker like this, somebody of an investment banker caliber, what the man? No, so cannot invest in the economy. He decided to dissipate our funds.
Activity in the Fourth Republic.
Yes, sinking fund. We're doing our road fund. Just say he has chopped all national health insurance, get fund, all of it, and hedged it. So say Susuni Kwagu and box we be Susu box. Anyway, you see, when all the box, so I'm money panel born in Bissani said. Besides, where the on sees you box, so money will come in and buy 15 times. No, afa. We can say in Kuala. It's Mugabe. Media Manyaji, how JM wants to reset the economy, he wants to reset the nation, how he boldly came to parliament. Minyoma did this, so he talked about the African Prosperity Dialogue. His 24-hour economy is going to get support from the Arab Development Bank. Yes, Mugabe, all our name first, all our name regions, then districts, no more the boni was say, you find a youth organizer on work of fat plot and a buy plot to be a what district I did baby on work of fat Ebiodiako so let's go and do it. Let's collect all of it from them. Oh yes, Mugabe, me I am here. And one thing that I want to say is that my passion about this nation is not what I will get to. It's not what I want to give out, what I know, which is the truth other people have done, and I've seen transformation in their lifetime. When you read from third world to first world of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, every morning when you take a chapter you are reading, they started from scratch. They didn't have anything, but they took leadership determination to take the country where they are today. Look at Malaysia. Now look at Malaysia. It's palm oil all over. Look at Taiwan. At the time of independence, they were poorer than us. They used to run to Nkrumah to come and beg for ideas. Today, Taiwanese women are the best mathematicians when you go to US universities. Go and find out, because they are taking their education seriously and they are pumping their energy and investments in women. Let's allow JM to bring transformation in our lifetime in this country. Let us support him. And no kasa. Nanu Ram John the drama ni Mahama, the drama never ceases to happen. Also I'm more cringy. No money so much black because some money boni omodi. Omo ku omano until omano ye no mo buy no. But yes, we say yes, we have given birth to a new nation. So we're white. We were outdooring the new nation whilst they were mourning the old nation that they are killed. And no much musubai Mugabe. Mami ya listo wan sunkabi. Me da sini akonya de mama.
Ebi say ebi ade mani hu no enye no na woso
nekwe
ana de mani hu no nye bi eno na Alyssa woso ene yeden ehu when the brief president and opebi o man security briefing.
Oh, the national security coordinator.
National security coordinator. CDS reported to national security.
Every one of the officers.
Security will know. Obia report
goes
to
there, and the final person goes. That's the national security coordinator.
Only the brief
one. The word is coordinator, so he coordinates.
No, I just want to know. He coordinates all the security.
No,
only president.
Police penny,
IGP, CDS, immigration boss, fire service, prisons. Obia goes to him. And he approves all the information.
The amount
the
rank is
rank.
DCO, Deputy Commissioner.
Oh, yeah, ACP for how many years? I am promoted.
8 years.
He was denied for 8 years.
8 years.
Meanwhile, in the service, every 4 years,
leave it here.
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.